Beyond the daily stroll, the 5 pillars of vibrant health after 70. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Dr. Emily Carter, and for years I've had the privilege of working with incredible individuals like yourselves, dedicated to living your healthiest, most vibrant lives, especially as you embrace your golden years. There's a pervasive notion, a comforting thought perhaps, that simply getting your daily walk in is the golden ticket to sustained health after the age of 70. But what if I told you that this widely accepted idea only paints a partial picture? Emerging insights from the medical community are beginning to reveal that relying solely on walking as your primary form of exercise in later life could inadvertently be doing you a disservice, potentially accelerating certain aspects of aging rather than slowing them down. While walking undoubtedly offers a myriad of benefits for cardiovascular health and overall activity, the truth is that as we mature, our bodies require a more comprehensive approach to physical activity to truly thrive. We need more than just steps to maintain robust strength, cultivate unwavering balance, and ensure the long-term health and resilience of our joints. Placing all your eggs in the walking basket while neglecting other crucial types of movement can, over time, contribute to muscle loss, exacerbate joint problems, and even elevate the risk of falls, a significant concern for older adults. That's why leading experts in geriatric health are now suggesting a potential paradigm shift. Perhaps it's time to walk a little less and strategically focus on 5 key areas of physical activity instead. These 5 pillars, as I like to call them, are the real secret to maintaining strength, boundless energy, and cherished independence as you navigate and fully enjoy your retirement years. In this discussion, we're going to delve into each of these 5 essential domains, moving beyond the simple act of your daily walk. Integrating these straightforward changes into your routine can significantly boost your mobility, provide robust protection for your bones and joints, and potentially even add valuable, healthy years to your life. So, please stay with me until the end, because the final point is something that often flies under the radar but holds immense importance for living a long, healthy, and fulfilling life. Before we dive into these crucial insights, if you haven't already, I warmly encourage you to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This way, you won't miss any of our future discussions packed with actionable advice for healthy aging. And if you find the information we're about to share valuable, please type a 1 in the comments below. If, for any reason, the content doesn't resonate with you, a 0 is perfectly fine. Your honest feedback is invaluable and helps me tailor future videos to better serve your needs. Now, let's get started with our first crucial pillar. 1. Strength training, the cornerstone of preserving muscle mass and independence. Walking is undeniably a fantastic way to stay active and enjoy the outdoors. But if it constitutes the entirety of your exercise regimen, you might inadvertently be setting yourself up for a significant challenge. Muscle loss after the age of 70. Sarcopenia, the medical term for this gradual and age-related decline in muscle mass and strength, becomes a major threat to maintaining independence and overall quality of life as we get older. The fundamental issue here is that walking, while excellent for cardiovascular health and lower body endurance, doesn't provide the necessary stimulus to effectively build or even maintain significant muscle mass. It primarily engages the lower body muscles, and even then, it often lacks the progressive resistance required to truly challenge and strengthen those muscle fibers. This is why healthcare professionals increasingly emphasize that strength training should be a non-negotiable priority for individuals over 70. It directly combats sarcopenia, improves your balance and stability, and ensures you retain the physical capacity to perform everyday tasks and avoid debilitating injuries and falls. Think about it for a moment. Can you still effortlessly carry a heavy bag of groceries without significant strain? Can you rise from a comfortable armchair without relying on your hands for assistance? Are you still able to open a tightly sealed jar with relative ease? If your answer to these questions is a confident yes, That's a positive indicator that your muscles are likely still in good shape. However, if you've begun to notice that these routine activities are becoming increasingly difficult, it's a strong signal that your muscles are gradually weakening, even if you haven't consciously registered a dramatic change. The often uncomfortable reality is that if you don't actively engage in activities that challenge your muscles, your body will naturally begin to lose muscle mass and strength. Consider the experience of Robert, a vibrant 74-year-old who diligently walked for at least 30 minutes every day, believing he was doing enough to maintain his health. One day, he was surprised to find himself struggling to lift a box of books that previously felt light as a feather. He also noticed that getting up from his favorite couch had become a significantly more labored process. Initially, he attributed these changes to simply getting older. However, during his next checkup, his doctor explained that while some age-related muscle loss is natural, the rate of decline accelerates significantly without targeted muscle engagement. Inspired by this conversation, Robert decided to incorporate basic strength exercises into his daily routine. He started with light resistance bands for arm exercises, bodyweight squats performed while holding onto a sturdy chair for support, and simple dumbbell movements for his biceps and triceps. Within just a few short months, Robert experienced a remarkable transformation. He felt noticeably stronger, his balance improved, and he even reported having more sustained energy throughout the day. It's crucial to understand that strength training for seniors doesn't necessitate becoming a bodybuilder in a crowded gym. It can be seamlessly integrated into your daily life with simple tools and exercises performed in the comfort of your own home. Think about utilizing resistance bands of varying intensities, performing bodyweight exercises like modified push-ups against the kitchen counter or chair squats, or even incorporating household items like soup cans or water bottles as lightweights. The key principle is progressive resistance, gradually challenging your muscles just enough to stimulate growth and maintain strength. The benefits of strength training extend far beyond just physical strength. Numerous studies have demonstrated a direct link between maintaining muscle mass and longevity, improved mobility and functional independence, and even enhanced cognitive function and brain health. Want to get a quick gauge of your current lower body strength? Try this simple test. Sit in a sturdy chair and attempt to stand up without using your hands for assistance. If you can perform this movement easily and with good control, that's a fantastic sign. However, if you find yourself struggling or needing to push off with your arms, it might be an opportune time to prioritize building back your leg strength. The encouraging news is that it's truly never too late to begin strength training. Even for individuals in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, consistent strength exercises can reverse some age-related muscle loss, significantly improve balance, and help you maintain your cherished independence for many years to come. So, if you're someone who currently relies solely on walking for your exercise, please consider this your wake-up call. Muscle is a fundamental key to longevity and a cornerstone of healthy aging, and after 70, it's one of the most important assets you can actively protect and cultivate. If you're still with me and finding these insights valuable, please leave a comment below with the number 1 to let me know you're engaged and benefiting from this information. Now, let's move on to our second essential pillar. 2. Balance and stability exercises, your shield against falls. While walking is undoubtedly beneficial for general movement and cardiovascular health, it doesn't always translate to significant improvements in your balance. This is a crucial point that many individuals don't fully appreciate until they experience a near fall or, unfortunately, an actual fall. After the age of 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most critical aspects of maintaining health and independence. Falls are a leading cause of serious injuries, including fractures and head trauma, in older adults, and surprisingly, many falls occur not primarily due to weak leg muscles, but rather due to compromised balance and stability. If you aren't actively engaging in exercises that specifically target your balance, you might be unknowingly increasing your risk of stumbles, trips, and potentially dangerous falls. You might be thinking, I've been walking my whole life, so my balance must be inherently good. However, balance isn't a static attribute that remains strong automatically throughout life. It's a dynamic skill that gradually declines unless you actively work to maintain and challenge it. Walking primarily involves forward movement and doesn't sufficiently engage the small but incredibly important stabilizing muscles in your feet, ankles, and core that are crucial for maintaining equilibrium. If these stabilizing muscles weaken, even a minor misstep or uneven surface can lead to a loss of balance and a subsequent fall, which can take months or even years to recover from fully. Think about the last time you stood on one foot while putting on a sock or perhaps reached for something on a slightly high shelf. Did you feel as steady as a rock? Or did you instinctively reach out to grab onto something for support? Many people don't realize their balance is subtly declining until they experience a close call, a near fall that leaves them feeling shaken and more cautious with every step they take. This is precisely what happened to Edward, a spry 76-year-old who had always maintained an active lifestyle. One day, while stepping off a curb he had navigated countless times before, his foot landed at an odd angle. In an instant, he felt a disconcerting wobble and nearly lost his balance completely. He managed to catch himself just in time by grabbing a nearby railing, but that brief moment of instability served as a stark reminder of his vulnerability. His doctor subsequently explained that incorporating simple balance exercises, such as standing on one foot while holding onto a stable surface for safety, practicing controlled weight shifts from side to side and front to back, and engaging in slow, deliberate movements could significantly help rebuild his stability. Within just a few weeks of consistently practicing these exercises, Edward noticed a tangible difference. He felt stronger, steadier on his feet, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require a gym membership or expensive, specialized equipment. Simple movements performed in the safety of your own home can yield significant improvements. Consider incorporating activities like standing on one foot near a counter or sturdy chair for support, walking heel-to-toe in a straight line, as if walking on a tightrope, or practicing slow, controlled weight shifts while standing with your feet shoulder-width apart. These seemingly small actions can dramatically enhance your stability over time. The benefits of improved balance extend beyond just preventing falls. Better balance contributes to improved posture, quicker reflexes, and even enhanced coordination, making everyday movements feel more effortless and under your control. Want to get a quick assessment of your current balance? Try this simple test. Stand near a counter or sturdy chair for safety and gently lift one foot off the ground. See if you can comfortably hold your balance for at least 10 seconds without needing to grab for support. If this feels relatively easy, that's a positive sign. However, if you struggle to maintain your balance even for a short duration, it's a clear indication that your balance might need some focused attention. And the sooner you start incorporating balance exercises into your routine, the greater the benefits you'll experience. Balance is often one of those aspects of physical fitness that we tend not to think about until it's compromised. However, proactively training your balance now can be a powerful strategy for staying strong, confident, and independent for many years to come. So, if you've been primarily focusing on walking for exercise, it's time to recognize the critical importance of balance exercises. Remember, the most effective way to prevent a fall isn't just to stay generally active. It's to specifically train your body to remain steady and in control in various situations. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises, keeping your joints healthy and movement pain-free. While walking is excellent for keeping your legs moving and promoting cardiovascular health, it often falls short when it comes to significantly improving your overall flexibility and mobility. This is an area that becomes increasingly critical after the age of 70. Over time, our joints naturally tend to stiffen, our range of motion can decrease, and movements that once felt effortless can gradually become restricted and even uncomfortable. If you've ever noticed that turning your head to check your blind spot while driving feels a bit tighter than it used to, or that bending down to tie your shoes isn't as easy or fluid as it once was, these are telltale signs that your flexibility is likely declining. And when your mobility starts to diminish, so too can your sense of independence and your ability to fully participate in the activities you enjoy. The challenge is that many people don't fully realize the profound importance of maintaining good flexibility and mobility until they begin to experience limitations. Walking alone, while beneficial for circulation, doesn't typically stretch your muscles through their full range of motion, nor does it engage all the diverse movement patterns that your joints require to stay healthy, lubricated, and fully functional. This is why healthcare professionals now emphasize that after the age of 70, dedicating specific time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as vital as staying generally active. These types of movements are what allow you to continue performing daily activities, from reaching for items on a high shelf to playing with grandchildren, without experiencing discomfort, strain, or the fear of injury. Think about the last time you reached for something in the back seat of your car or tried to put on a jacket. Did the movement feel smooth and unrestricted, or did you notice a degree of stiffness or resistance? Many people tend to dismiss these subtle changes as simply part of getting older. However, what's often really happening is that the muscles, tendons, and ligaments surrounding your joints are gradually tightening over time, leading to a progressive reduction in your overall flexibility and range of motion, little by little. This is precisely the experience of Walter, an active 78-year-old who still enjoyed his daily walks. However, over time, he began to notice that getting out of bed in the morning felt increasingly stiff. When he reached down to pick up something from the floor, he found he had to bend his knees much more than he used to, and even simple tasks like putting on socks were becoming a bit of a struggle. His doctor explained that this loss of mobility wasn't solely attributable to aging. It was also a consequence of not regularly moving his joints through their full spectrum of motion. Walter then began incorporating gentle stretching exercises, controlled joint rotations, and yoga-inspired movements into his daily routine. Within just a few weeks, he reported feeling significantly looser, more comfortable in his body, and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises don't necessarily mean contorting yourself into complex poses or holding static stretches for extended periods. Dynamic stretches, which involve controlled movements through a range of motion, gentle joint rotations, and fluid, mindful movements inspired by practices like Tai Chi or gentle yoga can make a world of difference. Simple activities like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, gentle knee-to-chest stretches, ankle circles, and wrist flexions and extensions can help keep your joints lubricated, reduce stiffness, and alleviate pain. The benefits of improved flexibility and mobility extend far beyond just feeling less stiff. Greater flexibility can lead to fewer aches and pains, improved circulation, better posture, a reduced risk of muscle strains and tears, and even a lower likelihood of falls due to increased agility and balance. Want to get a quick sense of your current flexibility? Try this simple assessment. Stand up straight with your feet shoulder-width apart and slowly turn your head as far as you comfortably can to one side, and then repeat on the other side. Does the movement feel smooth and unrestricted? Or do you notice any significant tightness or limitations in your range of motion? If you perceive restrictions, it's a clear sign that your flexibility in your neck and upper back might be decreasing, and now is an opportune time to incorporate gentle stretching exercises targeting these areas. Remember, a decline in mobility is not an inevitable consequence of aging. With just a few minutes each day dedicated to focused stretching and gentle movement, you can help your body feel younger, more mobile, and significantly more pain-free for many years to come. So, if walking is your primary form of exercise, it's time to also prioritize flexibility and mobility. Maintaining supple joints and a wide range of motion is one of the most important proactive steps you can take to stay active, independent, and fully engaged in life after 70. If you're still tuned in and finding these insights valuable, please comment with the number 3 below to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to our fourth crucial element. 4. Core and posture exercises, protecting your spine and enhancing stability. While walking is certainly beneficial for engaging your leg muscles, it often doesn't provide a significant challenge to your core strength or contribute substantially to maintaining good posture. These are two interconnected aspects of physical fitness that become increasingly critical for overall health and well-being after the age of 70. A strong core encompasses more than just having visible abdominal muscles. It's about developing and maintaining the strength and stability of the deep muscles in your abdomen, back, and pelvis. These muscles act as your body's natural corset, providing crucial support for your spine, preventing back pain, and ensuring your body remains aligned and stable as you move. If your core muscles are weak, you may begin to experience a range of issues, including lower back discomfort, balance problems, a tendency to hunch forward when walking or sitting, and an increased risk of falls and joint strain over time. Most people don't fully appreciate the importance of good postural strength until they start experiencing aches, pains, and limitations that weren't present before. If you've noticed that you're slouching more frequently, feeling stiffness or discomfort in your lower back, or having difficulty standing upright for extended periods without fatigue, these are strong indicators that your core muscles might not be adequately performing their vital stabilizing role. The reality is that walking alone, while engaging some core muscles, doesn't fully activate and strengthen the deep stabilizing muscles in your abdomen and lower back to the extent needed for optimal spinal support and postural control. This is why healthcare professionals increasingly emphasize that incorporating specific core and posture exercises should become a priority in your fitness routine after the age of 70. Consider the experience of Harold, a still active 75-year-old who diligently walked for his daily exercise. However, over the years, he began to notice his shoulders rounding forward, and he experienced increasing strain and discomfort in his lower back, even after relatively short walks. His doctor explained that his poor posture was placing undue stress on his spine and surrounding joints, contributing to chronic stiffness and an elevated risk of imbalance. Harold then began incorporating gentle core activation exercises into his daily routine, such as seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets against a wall,